Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Motorist held in escape bid after crashing with police vehicle. A motorist was apprehended after he crashed into a marked police vehicle and attempted to escape from the scene late on Saturday night. Reports are that about midnight, the driver of a white Nissan AD wagon motor car was heading from the direction of Spanish Town along Washington Boulevard in St. Andrew when the incident occurred. Information is that a police vehicle was traveling along Washington Boulevard from the direction of Mullines Road, and the driver attempted to turn onto Duane Drive, heading towards the Duane Park Police Station. Two vehicles collided at the traffic lights at the Duane Drive, Coralville Gardens intersection. Reports are that instead of stopping after the crash, the driver of the AD wagon sped away from the scene. He was, however, soon apprehended by another police team further along Washington Boulevard. Marissa Dalrymple Filbert, two others charged with illegal dumping. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Marissa Dalrymple Filbert, is to appear in the St. Anne Parish Court after she was charged along with two males with breaches of the Solid Waste Management Act. The two males charged relative to Sunday's incident are reportedly one of Dalrymple Filbert's close family members and her gardener. The details of the incident are still sketchy, but reports are that the House Speaker, her son and the gardener were traveling in a vehicle which stopped in Salem Runaway Bay in St. Anne on Sunday. It is reported that garbage was being dumped from the vehicle when police approached the unit. Despite a reported explanation from Dalrymple Filbert that she was of the view that the area was a garbage disposal site, having seen solid waste truck picking up waste from the location before, she and the two males were informed that they would be charged as dumping of garbage in the area is illegal. The House Speaker and the males were taken to the police station where they were charged with illegal dumping under the Solid Waste Management Act. They were issued with summons to appear in court at a later date. Dalrymple Filbert, an attorney at law, is also the long-serving Member of Parliament for South Trelawney. Spice and Vybz Kartel hit Billboard Reggae Albums chart. Dancehall artists Spice and Vybz Kartel fought a tough battle, but they were unable to remove King of Reggae Bob Marley from his throne on the Billboard Reggae Albums chart. While Marley spent an 84th week on the top with legend, the Bob Marley and the Wailers, Spice at number 6 with 10 VP records, and Kartel was in at number 9 with Born for This Prelude, which saw 605 in pure album sales. I Would Have Died, scan reveals businessman didn't walk away from horror crush unhurt. Businessman Aaron Kaboon Spence says he's lucky to be on the road to recovery after his van collided into a concrete light pole and split in half on a section of the Edward Seaga Highway last month. Several videos of the crash scene on the wet roadway were circulated on social media, with many persons expressing amazement that the driver Spence and his lone passenger walked away from the scene despite the vehicle being ripped into half. But there is more to Spence's survival. Though he walked away from the scene with what he initially thought were minor bruises, he had serious internal injuries that could have resulted in his death. Against that background, the Kingston resident, who is the owner of Kaboon Nation, an artist booking agency, is also grateful for the support system around him, which also includes his two friends, medical doctors Adam Lee and Winston Butter III, who encouraged him to do a CT scan after he developed a cough 2 days following the collision. Despite being cleared after medical checks at the Linstead Hospital on the day of the crash, Spence in an interview reported that the CT scan he subsequently underwent revealed that he had a collapsed left lung and 4 fractured ribs. I was moving around and didn't realize all that was wrong, said the 31-year-old during a phone interview. The next step for Spence was urgent medical attention at the University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, where he said he was admitted for a few days. So I ended up going to the hospital again, this time in Kingston. So from there, the hospital was able to do what they had to do. They drained the lung of all the excess blood and stuff, he said, acknowledging Dr. Patrice Pickney, who assisted with the cure of his lung. I was told straight up that I would have died eventually. I was actually told I should have been dead already based on the severity of how much the lung was collapsed, so I was fortunate that everything was caught when it was caught, he said. In an Instagram post earlier in the week, the business owner sat on top of the damaged vehicle and thanked God for protecting him and his passenger. On July 24, 2021, life put me in an unfortunate scenario, but fortunately, my life was spared then and several times over. Since that day, my guardian angel did my work overtime, he wrote, while thanking his friends, family, doctors, nurse, and strangers who assisted him. Spence told his followers that he was ready to put his ordeal behind him and move forward, learning its lesson. 513 new COVID cases recorded in Jamaica, 11 deaths. Jamaica recorded 530 new cases of COVID-19 on Sunday and 11 virus-related deaths, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of confirmed cases on the island since the outbreak to 58,458 and the confirmed deaths to 1,311. The new cases comprised of 306 females and 207 males with ages ranging from 33 days to 96 years. According to the ministry, 134 of the cases were recorded in St. Catherine, 94 in Kingston and St. Andrew, 93 in Westmoreland, 54 in St. James, 47 in St. Anne, 21 in St. Elizabeth, 17 each in Hanover, Manchester, and Trelawney, 10 in Clarendon, 7 in St. Mary, and 1 each in Portland and St. Thomas. Meanwhile, 4 of the latest deaths are from Kingston and St. Andrew, including 3 females ages 54, 84, and 86, and an 83-year-old male. 2 of the victims were from Manchester, a male and a female, both aged 43. The remaining victims were a 31-year-old female from St. Elizabeth, a 62-year-old female from St. Anne, a 31-year-old female from St. Catherine, and a 52-year-old male from Westmoreland. The ministry further reported 42 new recoveries, which pushed the total recoveries to 47,480. There are 9,297 active cases on the island. NCB converts more locations to digital branches. In a bid to further improve the experience of customers who must use the branches for specific transactions, National Commercial Bank Jamaica Limited says it has launched another phase of its branch modernization program, which starts in June 2017. In this current phase, NCB said it will convert 6 additional locations to digital branches starting October 1, 2021. This includes its branches located at 127 Knoxford Boulevard in St. Andrew, Portmore in St. Catherine, Bay West in St. James, Falmouth in Trelawney, and Christiana in Manchester. The NCB branch located in Port Maria, St. Mary, will also be converted to a digital branch in November following the completion of a newly constructed branch office. In the first phase of our branch modernization program, we converted a number of our locations to digital model, which means that some over-the-counter cash and check transactions were moved exclusively to digital banking channels such as the intelligent ABMS. In our bank, on-the-go facilities island-wide, noted Sherry Martin, NCB's head of retail banking, in a press release. We were able to significantly improve the way we deliver service to our customers who had to come in branch for other transactions that could not be done using the alternate channels by reducing their wait time and allowing our team in branches to better fulfill their needs. Martin added, with all this happening in our environment now, such as increasingly stringent COVID-19 protocols and physical distancing needs, the changes also offer additional benefits in the form of increased safety for our branch staff members and customers alike. NCB said customers can still conduct a range of transactions at the digital branches, including Jamaican dollar cash and check transactions, which exceed the ABM or the IABM limits, foreign currency transactions, RTGS international wire transfer, ACH transfers, and all other transfers which exceed the transaction limit that apply to IABMS, mobile app and online banking, US Visa fee payment, cash and wire transfer from NCB deposit accounts, account opening, credit card and loan applications, and any other account maintenance services like updating customer records and documentation. NCB said it has also made special arrangements to continue serving special need groups including senior citizens and persons with disabilities or impairments. Senior citizens 65 and over and customers with special needs will be accommodated for all transactions and receive priority service, the bank added. Business banking customers are also encouraged to take the advantage of convenient facilities, including the drop box at NCB locations island-wide, direct pickups through authorized carriers, remote check capture, and NCB's business online banking platform. At the same time, NCB said it continues to invest in improving its fleet of ABMs wide to ensure that customers have as much access as possible. We are committed to giving our customers easy, safe, and free ways of banking with NCB anywhere and anytime that is convenient to them, Martin concluded. Yes, we understand that there will be some time required to adjust as we help our customers learn how to utilize new digital and alternative banking channels, especially when they have been used to doing things a certain way all their lives. So we are going to give everything some time so we can educate our customers, make our channels accessible and easy to use, and taking them with us on this journey to modernize and transform the way we do banking in Jamaica. Power supply concerns linger as JPS union battle over workers' benefit. Jamaicans remain uncertain whether the electricity supply will be affected in the coming days due to some workers at the Jamaica Public Service Company JPS being reported restive, according to the Union of Clerical Administrative and Supervisory Employees UKs. But the Light and Power Company has moved to alleviate those fears by describing as inaccurate and misleading information it said is being spread by the union that represents some of the workers. UKs, in a release on Friday, indicated that the technical and administrative staff of the JPS, which the union represents, are yet to receive performance-based incentive for the years 2016 and 2017. That incentive should have been paid in 2018, according to the union. Further, the union suggested that the management had indicated in meetings that money for the payment to those workers is not available. UKs is also alleging that while the workers have not received the expected incentives, or the company's managers were paid their full monies in last year. As a result of the situation, some of the workers are reportedly upset with the management. In light of those circumstances, this is concern among some members of the public that industrial action could be taken by the disgruntled workers, leading to cuts in electricity supply across the country. UK's, in its release, called for the management of JPS not to put themselves in a position where they can be accused of wage theft. In response, the company, through its social media platform on Saturday, said the information from the union is misleading and asserted that the move is an attempt to cause panic among JPS customers. JPS is appalled at the inaccurate and misleading information being spread by the union in a deliberate attempt to create panic among our customers, the company stated. The Light and Power Company then went on to present what is described as the facts of the situation involving itself, the applicable workers, and the union. Among those facts, according to the JPS, is that there was no agreement between itself and the unions for the incentive payment, which have been at the heart of the issue at hand. The facts, according to JPS in a social media posting, are: there is no signed agreement between the company and the unions for this incentive payment. The matter has been with the Ministry of Labour for the past 3 years and is yet to be finalized. There is a standard procedure that companies and unions are required to follow once a matter has been referred to the ministry. Neither the union nor the company can or should take action until the ministry has resolved the issue. The ministry has set an emergency meeting for Tuesday, August 17, to continue discussion with the parties about the matter. Despite the clarification, as stated by JPS, there has been no indication of whether some of the workers may take any action in the days to come to press home their purported anger about the continued delay in getting the monies they contended is owed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.